It's the Kiwi Codger here, and for this episode I'm down in Maketu. Where is Maketu? It's down from Tauranga, beyond Papamoa, and it is riddled with history, both European and Maori history. And I'm going to drone the Fort Colville. Here's the route that the drone is going to take, and that little triangular section there, just here, let's just move that up a bit, and that little area there, that is Fort Colville. It was built on an old Maori Pa site called Puki. So let's get going, let's take off. The fort was built in 1864 and was called Fort Colville after the Major Colville of the 43rd Regiment, who was the one who constructed the Fort Colville 1864. We're looking up the coast there towards Tauranga, so we'll swing round, and what you see up on the top of the picture there is Fort Colville. Around Fort Colville has been quarried away a lot of earth, and this was done by Maoridom. So this was done for the Maori Pa in pre-European times. Here's a wonderful painting of the fort. You see a whole community around it. You look on the right-hand side of the fort is the entranceway going up there, which would have been guarded. The rest is just steep slopes, hugely formidable. So we'll just cruise in now. I've been playing around with some software lately, so we'll see the results of that very shortly. But I also came across a lovely photo taken of the fort, the only one I could find, by John Kinder. And this is again looking up. And at the base on that flat section that's been quarried away, you can see a couple of tents there on the left, sort of a pub or who knows what it is on the right, and another tent. And if you really look closely, you can see a few other little forays around the place. But on top of the whole area is the main fort, and you can see the big fosse on the southern side. This fort never saw actually any action. In Maori days, when it was a pa, it saw a lot of action. But as a fort, this one didn't see much action, and it was a main support centre for this whole area. There are some of the things I've been playing with: 3D Studio Max, and After Effects, and a whole bunch of other things. And the wooden buildings you can see there, originally they were Raupo, and June 1865, a fire started, and all those were burnt down. So this is my impression of what it was like, and it just shows you the scale. So a pretty impressive fort. Certainly you wouldn't call it a redoubt. A redoubt was much smaller. This one was a genuine fort. Had a hospital, mess halls, all the usual bits and pieces associated with it. So now we look down towards Maketu and up the coast towards Tauranga. So what was the purpose of the fort? The purpose of the fort was to restrict Eastern Bay of Plenty Maori, and also those from the Urewera, from making their way up the coast and then cutting inland to join up with the Waikato people. You think, well, why didn't they just cut through the land and go through Rotorua area? Well, the Arawa people were allied with the British. They were Queenites, and the Kingite Maoris had to make their way all the way up the coast, past Maketu, and then make their way inland to join up with the Waikato tribes. So it's about 40 metres high, 3/4 of an acre. Maybe had 200, 300 men at its peak. But an absolutely marvellous site, still in great nick. And Maketu is a wonderful place. Stopping at the post office there, the old post office is an information centre. I had a wonderful chat with a lady there for about an hour and a half, talking about all the things that have happened in Maketu. And I'll bring some of those to you later in other chapters. But until then, see you later.